You might have guessed from my screen name that I'm a Digimon fan, and you'd be very, very right. I grew up watching the first series and the second series. I didn't get too much into the other series because school got in the way. Hey, life happens. I haven't really been able to catch up with the rest of the series. I did recently play the Digimon Cyber Sleuth game, which I fairly enjoyed, and kind of got me back into Digimon a bit. Then I heard they were making a 15th anniversary reunion movie, and I was psyched for this. And now that I had some time to actually kind of watch it, wow. ToE knows how to make anniversary movies for their fans. And the other thing I didn't expect, because I guess I didn't do too much research on this, is that this isn't just one movie, it's 3 movies. After I finished the first 4 episodes, I'm like, it didn't wrap up, and holy crap, there's 2 more movies? Wow. This is definitely a big deal. Yes, I saw the series sub, but I'll be referring to the characters in their American names, because that's the way I remember them the best. So this movie takes place 3 years after the second series, so about 6 years from the original series. It seems to only focus on the original cast though, which is a really, really big misstep in my personal opinion, because it doesn't really subvert the reason why the season 2 cast isn't there. I mean, you got a city full of monsters running around, appearing randomly, and you don't call in all the reinforcements that you know exist in this world. You don't even give any kind of reasoning as to why those characters aren't there or why even the original cast wouldn't call them. Though given the ending of Determination, there's kind of some hints to it. I mean, given the opening of the series and the end of Determination, I guess there's going to be a reason or reveal for that, but that still doesn't explain why they're not even brought up at any kind of point. Another complaint I have is I feel there might be a little bit of a repetition in terms of some character development. Maybe Tai and Map always fighting with each other over some ideology. Some of the characters also hit those same beats from previous series in terms of character growth, like Mimi and Joe. But I think what kind of works is that now you're seeing them 6 years older. And a lot of the rationale behind it is that you're seeing them from an older mindset, having lived in the world more. Being away from like the digital world in the past 6 years and growing up. You're facing certain emotional feelings in terms of being an adult and growing up and having this sense of responsibility. This is more evident with Tai's character development, as he's more concerned about the repercussions of their actions. They're having to fight these monsters, but at the same time they're causing a lot of collateral damage. I mean, you could probably say that this is more of a ripoff of like the critiques from, say, that Superman movie, that Man of Steel movie, and Ty's probably feeling that if they maybe didn't get involved, there'd be less collateral damage, which maybe? At the same time, though, you guys are the only ones that have these monsters to combat these other monsters, so what the hell, Ty? You also have Joe's, which you have to feel for the poor guy. He's failing in school. And we've all heard that cultural difference thing of how much Japanese people put on education. So obviously he's probably feeling really stressed, and given that his family he comes from a family of doctors, that he has this pressure of following in the family footsteps of being a doctor. And he's failing. And at the same time, now he has to deal with being a Digidestin, helping protect the city at the same time, which is going to interfere with him studying and trying to live up to this ideal of being a doctor and getting his education, which leads him to pushing Gomamon away. It's really sad because you know he wants to, but at the same time he has responsibilities he also has to live up to, and you can relate. I also have to talk about the end of Determination. Really, with the Digimon Emperor thing, I mean, I really hope that's not Ken again. I hope that's just some sort of weird hologram or something. or some Digimon in disguise or some entity in disguise using his own image, because after what, given at the end of season 2, there's no way that Ken would ever dress up like that again. And I hope it's not him being under some darker influence that re-emerged out of him due to his seed in his neck. Because after giving his character redemption, how guilty he feels that he did such horrible things, for him to go back to being a Digimon Emperor in some capacity, it's just a bit insulting to his character. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to part 3. I'm also looking forward to the American release of this series. And oh man, I am so psyched at the fact that they redid all the music and they even upgraded all the stock footage. I don't know what it is about Japanese stock footage and transformation scenes that gets me so pumped up. I just love it. Like I said before, ToE really put a lot of effort into the series, and it's really made for the fans. I'm kind of concerned that this isn't going to do too well being released in theaters in America, because the series really doesn't play to people who are just getting into Digimon. This is made specifically for the fans. You have to know who these characters are before, because character relationships and backgrounds aren't given in the series. They're not set up. They're not forced or narrated like that horrible adaptation of the first 3 Digimon movies in the Digimon the movie. Oh god, that thing was a disaster. Even when I was young, I could see that something was really off with that movie. Well, let's just forget about that and look forward to the future. Because, man, I'm excited to see more Digimon. Oh man, I hope Digimon World Next Border gets localized in America.
It's Digi time again! Digi, Digi. Digi, Digi. Digi, 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 Digi. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon. Ultimate digital champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon. Digimon are back again!
Oh boy. I guess I'm reliving the 90s again.